Merry Christmas.
Welcome to the 95 Degrees podcast, our monthly breakdown of community news, as well as fun discussions and games. Today, we're joined by Vince, Nath,
Hello.
Queen, Cara, and
Hi.
Anya as well, I guess.
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
So, how have you lot been the past month?
Good. Christmas hype. I'm
Fine.
excited.
Awesome.
My hands hurt.
Anything exciting happened in the last month for you lot?
Wait, what? I didn't hear that.
I've been constipated for like 3 weeks.
Oh, congrats,
That's
man.
exciting.
Tell us all about it.
All about
Please.
Oh,
us.
I'd rather not. I'd rather not.
Beautiful.
I internshipped on the hospital, watched a lot of
Oh.
surgeries.
That's cool.
Ugh.
Nice. What type of
Very
surgeries?
fascinating.
Ear surgeries, nose surgeries, and throat
Oh.
surgeries.
Oh.
Oh, you didn't get to see any
What was the
brain?
most interesting one that you got to like sit in on?
There was one with like a nucleus hair implant where they drill through the skull and into like the inner ear where we could see brain fluid and stuff.
Oh
Damn.
my
What
god, that's
does it
gross.
smell like?
That's mad.
It was pretty.
What does a burnt skull smell like?
There was really not a smell. So.
Thank God.
I feel like Vince is really disappointed. He just wanted it to smell something really pure. Be like,
No,
okay.
I
It
wanted
smelled
to
like
be a brain
burnt
surgeon for the
Brussels
longest
sprouts. So you
Ew.
know.
Well, I like Brussels sprouts, that's alright.
Can I just say, I've got a DM from Grim who says, I have a concussion and noises hurt, so I'm not going to be on the podcast. Plus, I'm gaming.
Told him he
Yeah.
probably had. A
Hope you feel better
concussion.
soon, Grim, if you're listening.
Yeah, F in the
time.
chat.
Like, warfarin.
He's not
Well, I guess
now,
he's
but
not listening if
hopefully
noises hurt.
hopefully he's on demand.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Wow,
when-
Cara.
so
Well,
That
I mean, I'm
logic.
just
Yeah,
talking
I'll see
common
him
sense.
I mean, nothing that exciting's happened in my life over the past month. I mean, my birthday's happened, but that was a thing.
It's not that
Oh
exciting.
yeah, what did you do for your birthday? I've already
It's not-
forgotten.
it wasn't as big as like. It's not as big as like my 21st, which I had last year, obviously. But I went on a pub crawl like the day after my birthday. So that was quite nice.
What's a pub crawl?
Just like my brother and my dad. That was quite cool.
You get
Went to like
wasted.
4 or 5 different pubs and then went out for food afterwards. That was cool.
Oh.
And then last week, as like a late birthday present, I went to watch Reading, and we were shit.
Obviously,
So that was great.
Like always.
I mean, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. This ref was awful though. Like the loudest cheer of the game was when he gave us a free kick, and it was like the 80th minute. The whole stadium erupted when he gave us a free kick because he was that bad. He didn't give anything our way the entire game, and it was complete BS.
Mm.
But yeah, I had a fun time. It's just like, well, you know, I wish the result was better.
This month I bought my own Christmas tree, and I'm going to build it right now.
That was actually right. That was actually right at the end of the happened this month. So I guess I'll start with that instead.
Yeah.
Nate, if you're watching the Twitch, or I guess if you're watching the on demand on YouTube,
I'm going to stand up.
Nate's building a Christmas tree. You might see his tree cam up in the corner,
I don't
up
know.
in the corner of his screen.
Okay, I've got my mic set up here.
So, Nath, I just got the word of how Grim passed got himself a concussion.
Yep.
Oh god, I want to hear this.
He
Ow.
passed out in the washroom and hit his head on the sink and knocked himself out.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Oh my god.
But do you also know the reason for why he did that?
No.
he
I'm
has-
in Canada, so I can think of a
Grim?
couple reasons.
Grim has a heart disease called dilated cardiomyopathy.
I knew that.
Which basically means his left ventricle chamber in his heart is enlarged, which makes it difficult to pump enough blood around, which makes him dizzy and prone to fainting.
Did Grim want the whole world to know this?
I just thought he
I
got
mean,
high as fucking white
he-
out.
I asked him.
He
That sounds
doesn't
like
care,
quite a
I don't
plausible
think.
reason.
Okay.
He
I've
told
got-
it openly in cafe
Right.
earlier, so.
Oh.
After that very exciting medical revelation,
I've got-
let's have a little run through of what's happened in the world around the last month.
Hold on, I want to
Oh,
interrupt
no.
you quickly, Tom. I've got
Wow.
I've got a piece of paper here with the instructions. And it
Have you?
says, this tree is suitable for indoor use only. Do not position or place near gas, electric heaters, fireplaces, candles, or other source of heat. Do stand your tree on a safe and level surface. That's okay. Do try to assemble the tree as close to the final location as possible. Always position your tree
Right.
and any extension leads away from children, pets, and the elderly, as they can be a hazard.
And the
elderly.
elderly.
Be careful when assembling the tree, as some parts can be heavy. If you put lights on your tree, yeah, there's lights already on it. Inspect them before putting on the tree to check they do not have broken cables and they work.
I always
sure they're
inspect
pat
my
tests.
lights.
Make sure your tree looks as natural as full as and possible. Make sure a tree looks as natural and full as possible by arranging the branches in such a way that they cover any gaps. If you put lights on your tree, please ensure that you unplug them when leaving the house or going to bed. What else do we have here?
Is that basically an
Instructions
instruction
for
in there, which basically just says, make sure your tree doesn't look shit.
use.
That's
I-
basically
spread the
what it's
branches
saying, like making it look full.
The amount of
It's
trees
like-
I see with people
Like,
just
don't
leave the branches
stick it
clumped up, it looks
Put some
so
effort
shit.
in. Yeah, I've seen some terrible Christmas.
I saved our grandparents' house because one of their upstairs trees was on, and I unplugged it out of the wall.
Oh god.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Decide on an
The-
appropriate location
in
for your
line-
tree.
in-
Remove the pole protectors from the ends of the poles. Please refer to
Don't tell me
next
you
page
need
for
instructions to put this Christmas tree up.
There's- The
It's a
instruct-
Christmas tree.
Yeah, I'm looking at. I don't
It
know
looks
why
like
there
it's
are.
fully assembled.
It basically is.
Just fucking
Right.
spread the branches,
Yeah,
man.
I'll do this impromptu.
I'll run through. I'll run through what's happened this month.
Look
So
at it,
obviously
you've
in
literally
line.
just got to attach the fucking stands.
I don't know why there isn't a.
I like how
That's
aggressive
it.
he
You
gets
just gotta
about
stick a
Christmas
stand on.
tree. She's like, "Come on, man."
He's using instructions to put together a fucking 2-foot
I'm just
Christmas
listening,
tree.
all right. I'm just following health and safety, all right. I don't want to kill myself
It's
by
not flat
putting
back
up a
from
Christmas
Ikea.
tree.
How would
It's
you
not
kill
flat back
yourself
from
putting
Ikea,
up a
Dave, it's a
Christmas
fucking
tree?
I don't know, man. Just health and safety is number one priority at 95 degrees.
Health
So-
and safety.
Tag, what has happened in the last month?
Right. Let's go. Before we get interrupted by Nath trying to figure out how
Sorry,
a pole
yeah, I
works. Let's go through what happened in the last month. So obviously, with it being December, it's Christmas, and we've been doing Christmassy things here in 95. Mainly over the last. So we started off with Hunger Games because Hunger Games is always wicked time. Quantum won that.
Fuck
So Jesus
Quantum.
Wow.
Again, so that's another Hunger Games that we've had.
Aw.
7th Hunger Games that I've been in, not got a single kill.
Quantum is the only consecutive winner.
Well, he's not. He's a
Side note.
repeat winner. He's not a consecutive.
Repeat,
he's a
sorry.
repeat winner.
Rig.
5 and 7.
Day before Hunger Games, we did a Jackbox night. Jackbox night was brilliant as always.
He's
we
smashing
had-
his tree to shit.
Yeah,
Oh my
the feet thing won't go on.
You have to just
can't-
push hard, you don't have to smash it.
I can't wait to watch this. Mate. I can't wait to watch this. Mate.
How are you failing a tree?
Because it's Nath.
There we go.
Right.
Oh, it's done. It's up. That's it.
I know plenty of
Hey.
other things you could use that tree for.
Leave it like that. Exactly like that. Don't even spread the
There you go.
branches.
That's
Beautiful.
it. Wait, I have to put the batteries in.
The
Alright.
batteries.
All right.
The batteries.
Right. While
Okay.
Nate's talking about his batteries,
You have to screw the
Who
case
needs a
out.
tea?
something else that was
Just-
electrifying was the 95 degrees panto that we did.
That was amazing.
Oh, I'm very proud of that. That might just be biased because I wrote it, but I'm very proud of it. I think we knocked it out of the park. Thanks to like everyone that was in it and has seen it and said nice things about it.
Only me.
Because it was just mint, wasn't it? Then what else have we done? Quite a busy week because of me hosting stuff. So I did a quiz on Monday. To the 6 people that actually showed up, thank you very much for
You're
turning
welcome.
up.
Wait, you hosted a quiz?
Yeah, I
I
did a
wanted
quiz.
to
I did a quiz on Monday. Only 6 people showed up.
And
Well,
me?
because I said I was going to do prizes for top 5, and then Alan showed up last minute, and I said, Alan, if you score points, I'll give you coins as well.
And he did.
And he did. So all 6 of them got degree coins. I just had I put it down as a Smash tournament, but for Wednesday, realistically, it was just me,
Oh.
Devil, and Josh. Just
Oh,
like
wait, it was-
having a bit of
okay.
banter on Smash for like an hour or so. It was quite good fun.
You had banter and smashed for an hour or so.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great Saturday night.
It was a Wednesday night actually, so midweek.
Sounds
you
like
know.
a great Wednesday night.
And then yesterday,
Yesterday we did cards, which we haven't done in ages, and Scribble, which was really fun. Well, I really struggle with Scribble because
And
I
then
don't know why. It's probably because my laptop's really shit. So like whenever we were playing Scribble, I always got my drawings came out really slow compared to everyone else. So everyone else had like guessed the word, but I'm like I still can't see half the drawing. What's going
Tag
on?
was like, "What is that line?" And it's like, "Tag this."
And it's
wasn't
it's
a
like
line."
6.
Nope.
It's like 5 of the people have guessed the word. I'm like I'm literally just seeing 3 lines. Like it's just not helpful. And obviously, we still got stuff coming up. So we've got giveaways next week, as well as a Mario Kart night this time next week. So if you've got Mario Kart, hop on. If you missed it, then that's a shame. Be here for more stuff like that.
Never fucking here.
What else have we got in the notes? Christmas hype. That's what it says on my notes here. Who's excited about Christmas?
In New Zealand, that was the volcano thing that blew up.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
What?
So that was so. What was
I
it?
only
It was
heard
the
about
start of
that
the week- It was the
today.
start of the week, wasn't it? There
It
was
was Monday. It was Monday.
on Monday there was an eruption on the White Island, which is an island off the coast of New Zealand.
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Many
It's quite-
people
it's-
died.
It's not really inhabited by people, but it's quite popular with tourists. And basically, it erupted. It killed it didn't kill a lot of people. It was only like 6 people.
No,
No, it's up to at least 16 now.
Is
Yeah.
up to 16 now? Okay.
At least. That was what I
Holy-
saw it about
Obviously,
2 o'clock
it
this
killed a few
afternoon.
people. Some people were declared missing, and blah blah blah. But it's not as catastrophic as like other stuff you've seen in the past, but like it's obviously still quite significant.
Did I miss anything? I've been gone for like the last 5 minutes because I went to go get a screwdriver, and then when I opened the cupboard, there was a container full of thumbtacks, and they were everywhere all over the floor. So I had to immediately clean that up.
That's what you deserve.
Well, maybe
you
you
didn't,
shouldn't have
really
opened
miss
the
a lot. I was
cupboard
just
like
saying.
that.
I was just saying that the Panto was great, and there was a eruption in New Zealand. That's literally what you've missed. Nate, did you enjoy the Panto?
Yes, the Fanta was great. That's all I have to say.
Wicked. Thanks, Nate. Who else is excited about Christmas in general?
Me.
I am. I'm pretty
Anyone
pumped.
doing,
Aw.
anyone doing anything cool on
I
Christmas?
have anxiety.
Congrats.
Same.
Christmas present.
But we're having our first Christmas. Everyone's coming over to our new house, so I'm pretty excited
Oh,
about
nice.
that.
That's cool. Anyone else doing anything wicked over Christmas?
I'm off work
No.
for 8 days. That's the only wicked thing that's happening for me.
I mean,
That's pretty good.
the
Nice.
wicked
Pretty
thing
wicked.
for me is that it's the first time I'm going to be the hostess of Christmas.
Ooh.
I'll be planning everything and cooking everything. Ugh,
Make it Christmas
cooking.
how you want, exactly like Mark did in the Peep Show.
I have never seen that.
Just don't forget the turkey.
Christmas at the Corrigans is like the best episode of Peep Show. It's so
I don't like Peep Show. It gives me motion sickness.
the
I
the
do
Christmas
have a-
episodes.
Oh,
Honestly, Cara, the Christmas episode is incredible.
No,
I
it gives
have
me
a
motion
question.
sickness.
the tree has
Vince, though.
light. I'm gonna
Oh,
take
it
my
has
light off
inbuilt,
so you
it has
can
inbuilt
see.
lights. That's
Yeah.
actually-
There you go.
Will you have
Boom.
better
You did it.
internet in your new house?
I'm in our new house. That's why I have
Shit.
because we live closer to cities, but we're even more out in the boonies technically. So the first week I moved in, our neighbors' horses broke out, so I had to go gather them up and put them back in their pen. That's how out in the
Oh.
fucking boonies I am.
I want to have a neighbor that has horses.
Beautiful. Speaking of horses, I wonder how many horsepower Elon's new Cybertruck's got.
Oh, what a transition.
That was seamless, wasn't it?
That was beautiful.
That was seamless. So if you didn't see the big Tesla presentation, Elon Musk revealed the Cybertruck. Anyone else see the Cybertruck?
Yes.
Yes.
That was good.
It looks mad, doesn't it? Like it just doesn't look like
That
a car.
thing looks so ugly.
It just looks like
Wow.
completely out of the future.
I'm sorry. It just looks horrible. It doesn't good.
I mean, it does look like a child drew it. Like you know when you like tell kids
Oh,
like,
no,
okay,
that's-
draw a car. It's like, okay, this is what we got, and they've just made that in real life, but it's electric. That's basically what the Cybertruck is.
Boogie wood.
Fat point.
This is so stupid.
Right.
I don't know why, but the battery compartment
And,
of this tree has like a. You have to unscrew it just to put the thing that the battery's in. That's so stupid.
This
Why
is
don't you
not
make
a
it?
Nate is so scared of doing any kind of work.
Nate,
ever.
I'm
You've
just
got to
saying,
secure
you
the
could have
power.
easily made it like everything else that has a battery compartment, which is
You've
like
got
a
to secure
plastic
the power
clip
source.
thing. Why does it have to be this difficult, Tesco? Come on.
It's definitely not difficult.
Although
It's a tree. Mate.
I don't even know.
It's
if
a
I'm using
tree
the
with a
right-
screw in
Why
it.
don't you have like a multi-tool, like one of those,
I don't-
not like a Swiss Army knife, but like one of those things you can get in Class Olsen for
I
like
don't know
6
where
quid,
they are.
like,
Can you
a
imagine?
different
Can you imagine
screwdriver.
Nath doing DIY? Like he'd fucking put a shelf.
I mean, he's doing it
fall down
now,
on
so I
his head.
can. I don't need to
You
imagine.
got-
I can.
That's
I
not
can hear it.
DIY.
You got a
fucking
screwdriver
DIY.
for a Christmas
Grim.
For
tree?
Nath-
Grim,
DIY.
congrats on your
Grim.
concussion.
You got a
Congrats on
Grim
your
comes in here.
concussion.
Grim comes in here to talk shit to Nath.
Grim, have you considered going away from screens? Just like idea.
What screens have to do with it?
Screens are very
But
bad when you have
war-
a concussion, but okay.
Well, I'm not looking at anything.
Dwarf.
My eyes are closed.
Boom! Look at
I'm
that.
just here, but my eyes are closed.
How
That's
did
exactly-
you get in the podcast room? Your eyes
They were
closed.
open then, silly.
Okay, this can't be the right
Well,
screwdriver.
you're not supposed.
He's just like
supposed to
he's just
your
opened his eyes to see the podcast channel. He's clicked in the channel and go, right, I can't see now.
You know what's worse than getting concussion?
Oh god.
Cleaning up the
What a
mess of the
fantastic idea.
fall after
Right.
you have it.
This is the first I'm seeing of the tree because I'm booting up Twitch on my phone at the minute so I can see it. Oh, look at that.
I can't
Wow, that
I
is
want to watch it.
that is a beautiful tree, Nath. I'm very proud of your efforts.
He's not there. Look at it. You can see his headset literally on the desk.
Oh wow, okay, in which case I take everything back. Right. What else have we got?
Grim.
What else happened this month? Oh, big old Gabe Newell. He's like, right, lads, there's going to be a new Half-Life, and it's called Half-Life Alex, but it's like VR.
It's
Half-Life
gonna be
VR. What do you think of Half-Life VR?
I mean, it makes sense, right? Because Half-Life 2 was ahead of its time, and they wanted to do the same thing with the new Half-Life. They wanted to be like showing off their new technology.
I like the fact
I'm
that it's
excited.
a VR experience. It's
Okay,
very
I think I've
different.
got
The
the
fact
rest
that
Hang
it's
on
VR.
a
Whatever
fucking
now.
second. Hang on a fucking second. I've just seen someone that has a VIP role. What the fuck is the VIP role?
That is Mad Mike. He's from the Tower Unite squad. He's a Tower Unite staff person. So he's got the VIP role.
Oh, hey,
to
Matt.
be
It's to
able to
bypass.
be in-
It's to bypass leveled roles. That's all you need
Yes,
to know.
exactly.
Okay, fair enough.
I was about to get to that.
I miss
about to
Tower
kick-
Unite.
Okay.
Off.
Can I just say I finally got the right screwdriver, so this should be actually work now.
Well, that's good.
Should be actually work
Nate,
now.
we were just talking about Half-Life Alex.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
VR Half-Life, not Half-Life 3.
Yeah.
They're just
Are
giving
you
it a
gonna
name.
get it tagged?
I mean, I don't have a VR headset, so no.
Oh,
It
true.
does look good. If I had VR and like a proper computer, I'd probably give it a go.
Yeah.
Half-Life's wicked. I
think
remember
I'm
watching.
gonna buy one.
I remember watching loads of like Minder Freeman on like YouTube. That got me into Half-Life. 'Cause that
Oh
shit-
yeah.
And he
Nate,
did the whole episode where he's like talking like a pirate for like no reason whatsoever. Yeah, that
Yeah,
shit just
3
cracks me up.
episodes.
on behalf of Mike, I'd like to say to Nate, pull the branches down. He's
I will eventually. I
That's
need to
annoying.
work out how the batteries work first.
They're working. They literally
should
lights
probably-
up.
Yeah,
on
but like
right
I
in
don't know
front
why it needs a screw to go on the case.
What are you struggling
You need to pull
with?
the branches down.
Nate, hang on.
In the listen, right? This is the battery compartment
right
right here, and it has a screw on the top to close the compartment. Why did it need
So
a
why-
screw when it could just close? Close
What are you
normally?
struggling with? Just,
Wait,
just
screw
is
it
it,
back
is
on.
it, has it got a slidey cover over it?
No, that's what I'm saying. It should have one.
Oh, so it's not got a screw like holding in place the slidey cover. It just
Hang
doesn't
on,
have a
let me-
slidey
Let me
cover.
move my camera so you can see what I'm dealing with here.
Right, I need to put your stream up again now, for fuck's sake.
Increase the lighting.
oh god.
That's-
I just want to do wrong fun.
Right.
There we go. Look at this. Why did it need this screw right here? That's so stupid.
Maybe you're just
I
stupid
just-
for
I
not
just
being
look at the
able
delay.
to
Look at the
screw it
delay.
in. Listen, Nate, you just
Oh,
put
let's go
the
and
long,
screw
you
that.
put the long
not too
pointy
bad.
thing in the hole,
That's
and
such a
then
minor
you
thing.
twist it.
I am.
That's such a minor thing. It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, it's okay. You don't have any experience
good
with
enough.
putting
You know
long
what?
pointy
Fuck-
things in holes anyway.
This is good enough.
So
I don't care anymore.
Right. Right. Okay.
It's good enough.
So after the chat about Half-Life
Pointy
Alex,
things.
obviously another thing that happened this week was the Game Awards. Anyone see the Game Awards?
Yeah,
No.
all the way through.
We
no.
got some yeps and some
Sadly, I
notes.
did not.
I watched it like the day after on Friday.
I was trying to think of the big takeaways from the Game Awards. Obviously, the main one being Xbox announced their new console. The Xbox was it the Xbox
fuck.
Series X?
Yeah.
The one that looks like a fridge.
Yeah, the one that looks like a fridge. That one. So that was exciting. That's like obviously exciting for Xbox people. I'm not an Xbox person, but it actually looks quite nice.
There we go.
Nice.
And Game of the Year was Sekiro, which was
Noticed that
which is the
twice.
From Software game, which is
That's
so that's the
fair.
one.
It's a very
That's the one made by the people that do like Dark Souls and Bloodborne, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that one Game of the Year, and considering I completely forgot that came out at the start of the year, kind of shows that like there wasn't really that much this year
Yeah.
in terms
fair
of like
point.
high end proper good stuff. I mean, Death Stranding
know
got
the
nominated for
Star
other
Wars-
stuff, but it didn't really pick up a
the
lot of
Star
awards.
Wars game.
Life is Strange too.
I think I might have. There's Jedi Fallen Order might have been a bit too late to get considered because they chucked in stuff like Smash to get
Yeah,
considered
that's
for
true.
Yeah.
this year, even though it came out like before Christmas.
Hey, Tag.
Yes.
What about YouTube Rewind?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Rewind.
god,
How could we forget about YouTube Rewind?
it was so disappointing.
Isn't
It's
it
the
always
fact- it's the fact that,
disappointing?
like, It's the fact that it's like,
Well,
oh
they didn't
yeah,
put any-
so you hated what we did last year, so let's do something completely different with no creativity whatsoever. It's like what? It's like they basically just
It
went,
was Watch Mojo, but
can you do the YouTube Rewind bit and put some cool music on it? Okay, and then that's basically what we got as our YouTube Rewind.
I think
Yeah.
I think they just played it too safe.
I mean, they're not
No,
pushing an
dude,
agenda
you
like they
should
always
see
are,
Watch
which is
Mojo.
good. But like,
Whole-
I think they missed the point of the fact that like, I think at this point we kind of enjoy hating on a YouTube Rewind.
Yeah.
Like, we're just like, oh yeah, why the fuck are they talking about this? Or like, why is this person in there? Why is this person not? Or like, what's the point in that? Etc. Blah, blah, blah. But like, they just literally just did it as a top 10 list.
Mm.
I'm gonna be
It's
honest.
like-
This is the shittest Christmas
That
tree
doesn't
I've ever
interest me
seen.
whatsoever. What?
This is the worst Christmas tree I've ever seen in my life.
It's not that bad. Don't
No.
be so harsh.
Well, it's
It's
'cause
alright,
you-
Nick. Wait, it's alright, Nick.
You've not spread the branches properly.
Oh yeah, I
If you
thought
put some
yeah.
effort in.
She is kind of correct, but
Damn. I mean, the last thing on my list was Nate's putting up a Christmas tree, but you can already see like how well that's going.
Yeah.
jingle bells, jingle
It's not
bells,
going well,
jingle
that-
bell rock.
It's going fantastically well. I say that with no sarcasm whatsoever. I can't look at it because there's an advert about toothpaste. So let's move on to Wrongify.
Yes, I'm going to beat my high score.
Now,
No.
if you're listening to the podcast for the first time or the 10th time, here's how Wrongify works. It's a quiz of really easy questions, but the catch is you've got to get them wrong.
Mhm.
So, who wants to go first?
Me.
You want to go now while you're building your
Yes, I want the extra challenge.
tree? You want the extra challenge.
Yep,
Right. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Give me it.
3,
Oh wait, hold on.
2. Oh,
I need to set the wrongify. There we go. Okay.
What?
Go.
I'm
I need
not
to put
doing
the
three,
wrongify
one.
page on the stream.
Okay. Right. 3, 2,
There's no
1,
wrong- Okay.
go. Name a type of wine.
Orange.
In which country would you find the Sydney Opera House?
New Zealand.
What is the main ingredient in prawn cocktail?
Seaman.
Name a type of cold drink.
Fire.
What would you use to wash your hands?
Toothpaste.
What are sandcastles made out of?
Castles.
In which country is St. Patrick's Day associated with?
Japan.
How many legs does a cow have?
7.
What colour is a carrot?
Pink.
Name a French town or city.
Le coq penis.
What colour is a tennis ball?
Orange.
Is a carrot a fruit or a vegetable?
Both of them.
How many legs does a spider have?
7.
You scored 12.
Oh, that was shit.
No, I've done worse.
Let me add that to the list.
No, I've done one.
I've only played Wrongify once, and I got a high score. Just saying.
Damn. What a flex.
No, I'm probably going to get like 8 today.
Considering
Yeah,
you're-
let's put her on the spot. Make her go next.
considering you've put up a lot of chat with that. Do you want to go next?
Fucking sure. I'm gonna go so bad now.
If you get less than Nath, this will actually be quite fun.
Why put up
You
a
ready?
Christmas tree at the same time?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay,
I'm not ready, but I am ready.
2, 1. Wait, someone's alarm went off. What?
Yeah, it's mine.
Okay.
Sure, mine's just playing
Right.
Wi-Fi.
Sorry, it just threw me off. Right. Let's start counting again. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. When would you sing Happy Birthday?
At Christmas.
True.
What does a magician do?
Sings.
How many months are there in a year?
42.
What noise does a sheep make?
Oink.
What is the main ingredient in steak tartare?
Carrot.
What is the main ingredient in scrambled eggs?
Carrot.
What colour is a flamingo?
Yellow.
On which part of the body do you wear flip-flops?
On your head.
Where does Swiss chocolate come from?
America.
What month is it?
July.
Which month of the year starts with D?
July.
What do you use to brush your teeth?
A sock.
Which month of the year starts with J?
December.
How many sides does a rectangle have?
42.
In which month is Movember?
December.
What do you measure temperature with?
Centimeters.
Oh, 16.
Yes!
16.
Wow!
close.
That is really
so
good.
close.
Unbelievable.
Score. Look at that.
Fucking so
Wow.
close.
I am so happy with the one. Like,
I'm not gonna
So
lie.
which
That's
one's-
I think that might be the fastest I've ever read wrong of my questions.
Yeah, you
Because
were a bit
whenever
slow
when I did it last time, the max score anyone got was 14. Like everyone just got 14.
there.
So
I still-
16 is a wicked
Nath
effort.
is faster at reading them. No offense.
Wow.
I still really love the whole.
I know,
like,
but this
but
is
you
only
can't
the-
understand
which
half
one
the
is
This
this?
is only like
July.
the
Which one
second,
starts
third time
with
I'm
J?
doing
December.
it. So this is only the second, third time I'm doing it. So like
Yeah,
I'm actually
Nath is
like
a veteran.
Nath has had plenty of practice. I'm
Nath
quite
is
happy
an
with
old dad.
Mate, my heart is
Right.
racing.
I'm not a boomer.
that. Okay, it's all right. You can relax now. That was a very good effort. Who wants to go next?
Vince.
Wow,
Queen, you
Vince
can't just shout.
felt
Sure.
good.
Vince wants to go. Like, Vince is
I
the
have
main
a
house.
3-second delay.
That's gonna be the worst thing.
Right. So who's actually going next? Because Queen just shouted Vince,
I'll go.
and then it's like,
I'll
oh, you
go.
actually want to go? Okay.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Right.
3, 2, 1, go.
What?
How many wheels does a unicycle have?
4.
How many wheels does a car have?
8.
What color is a New York taxi?
Blue.
What shape is a Toblerone?
Square.
How many days are there in a week?
4.
Complete the film title. 3.
2. 1.
What side of the road do you drive on in the UK?
Left. Right.
What is a young dog called?
What?
What is a young dog called?
Blue.
Complete the pop star's name. Miley.
Dickens.
What is 2 plus 2? Right. You scored 9.
4.
That was the longest minute of my life.
Wow.
Nath, your bauble placement is atrocious.
I don't listen, alright? Shut up. I don't know what I'm
How
doing.
bad is the biggest balls on this tree? Is it bad?
I'm being brutally attacked by my
Is it
bauble
worth me sitting
placement.
through? Is it worth me sitting through a toothpaste advert to
Yes.
see how bad?
Why
the
didn't you
placement
have
is?
Outblock?
Oh, it's not even a toothpaste advert. What?
Shazam's 2019 says, "Where's the star?" I don't have one. Budget cuts.
It's giving me. It's not the toothpaste advert. It's the fucking. It's about like Call of Duty Modern Warfare Battle Pass.
Of course.
I don't care about your 100 tiers of content for a game I don't even have. I just want to see how shit these baubles are on a tree.
Look how the lights are all down the
Is
middle.
that too much to ask?
Yeah. How? Come on, Tesco. Your lights, like, come on.
I
To be
mean,
fair,
you
I've
expect,
got a little
you'd
one like
expect
that.
better
It's
from the people
exactly
that
the
supply
same.
you all sorts of chalky milk. You know.
My little tree
Wow.
also has lights just down the
Pretty.
middle and nowhere else.
This is awful.
I mean, to be fair, it does look like you've literally just placed all your baubles in a straight line.
This isn't worth the £10 I paid
you are
for it.
It's just
£10. Mine was
you
6.
are supposed.
Well, yeah, mine was probably
Complete
6 and then
vertical.
£3 for the baubles. I can't remember. That's
Oh,
9.
okay.
I mean 4.
Aren't you supposed to also get lights? Aren't you?
There are lights on it, but like they came with it.
No, I mean, like, aren't you supposed to buy extra ones? Because that's what we have to do here in America.
I mean, normally you do buy like lights for a tree, but if you get one of these cheaper ones like this, sometimes a lot of the time they'll have lights built in just to save you extra hassle.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're
We
right.
need to do
I bet
your
Duracell
round.
make, I bet Duracell make a killing over Christmas.
Yeah.
Just like
Who's
selling
reading
people
tags?
batteries for their lights or their trees.
Who's reading tags wrongify?
Oh yeah, who's gonna do mine?
Vince.
Vince's gonna do it on his
No.
tree.
Do you want me to do it?
And you can do.
What-
I want to see
what's
if
the-
anyone else wants to go first.
I
I've
think
got-
that's only me left.
Yeah. Yeah, do Queen and then I can do
I
it.
have performance anxiety.
Right, okay. I'll do yours
You
next.
got
Queen,
this, Queen.
Mhm.
And then Cara can do mine. Right, are you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go. What shape is a pizza?
Try a triangle.
What type of animal is Sonic the Hedgehog?
Firefox.
Name an animal that has wings.
Squid.
What do you eat on Pancake Day?
Waffles.
What do you use to eat soup?
Fork.
New York is in which country?
England.
Name a type of fizzy drink.
Hot chocolate.
How many legs does a giraffe have?
8.
What is the opposite of cold?
Smoking.
Which country is BMW associated with?
Denmark.
What currency is used in America?
Pounds.
How many are in a dozen?
84.
Where does a teacher usually work?
A library.
Complete the film title. Back to the... Oh, I didn't get it in. You got 13.
Okay, that's
I like that
13
you
is
said
a very
my first
respectable
one.
score.
Oh,
13 is a very respectable score.
I have
Good
the
effort.
worst performance anxiety, so I'm sweating all over
No,
my
but you did alright.
body right now.
Oh,
You're
trust
right.
me, so do
Imagine me
Right,
at
it's
exams,
not-
though.
Right, it's not enough. Okay, so it's my go.
I take. Oh.
By the
I
way-
apologise in advance if
Uh,
I'm really slow at reading this.
By the
Try
way,
not to.
I've
Right.
quick
The
update
good
on
thing
the
is
Christmas
because
tree.
because I don't need to have Wrongify up on my thing now. I can just put Twitch on my laptop and I can just watch. I can watch the tree building go
Can I just
on.
say, speaking
I can
of,
keep logging in and out on-
I've had an idea. I thought of something to put on top of the tree.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, is it a dildo?
There you go.
We can't see your top of the.
I've
It's a
moved the
Christmas
camera
hat.
up.
It's a Santa hat.
It's a Santa hat.
It's not a dildo.
I don't have one of those, and even then, how would you put it on a tree?
Where's your?
You carve out the
Don't
bottom
tell us. Don't
and
tell
like
us.
make it.
Don't. No.
Okay.
What?
Tag, are you ready?
I am indeed.
It's some wrongify. I feel like I'm going to bowl
Get
this
to
up
the
big time.
urethra.
It's alright.
Right, okay, you ready? Do I just press
Yeah.
start game? Does it start as soon as I press
Yeah.
start game?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. What do you use to call someone?
A bone.
Where does Swiss chocolate come from?
Holland.
Oh, perfect.
Give an example of a compass direction.
Left.
Name a country in Europe.
America.
Name a boy's name beginning with C.
Cunt.
Cara.
Where does a farmer usually work?
In the bathroom.
What do you use the washing machine for?
Drying your clothes.
Oh.
Name an animal starting with the letter C.
Dog.
What comes out of a tap?
Milk.
What type of animal is a poodle?
Cat.
Who is married to David Beckham?
David Beckham.
In which country would you find the Sydney Opera House?
Holland.
Name a type of pie. Oh, I just missed it.
Damn it.
You got 13.
That's alright.
It's not
I've
too
done
bad.
worse.
I
I've
just
done
couldn't
worse.
help but giggle at what comes out of a tap. Milk.
Milk.
Well, Tag, yes, you have done worse because you haven't done better.
Alright,
I've done better. My
Let-
high score's 15. What are you on about?
Yes, you said you got 15.
No, 13.
Oh, 13. Well, I'm
Yeah.
deaf.
Yeah,
okay.
I got 13. My high score's 15, mate.
I am deaf.
I think my worst is 11, but that's because basically we did it a few podcasts ago. Someone else was doing it, and they kept as a joke they kept answering all the questions correctly. So that threw me off. So my first two that I answered on that round, I answered correctly as well, and then did the rest of them wrong.
Oh, Jesus.
Why is Nath fondling his tree? Nath, stop fondling his tree.
how
Nate,
else are you supposed to put a
do it
Christmas tree up,
more.
Cara?
Do it more.
It's just the way you're doing it. You
Fondle
look
it.
like you're fondling it.
Nate, if you're a tree fonder,
I'm trying to make it so that the lights don't look ass.
Harder.
Touch your tree, Nate.
No,
Touch it.
I don't like
Touch
it.
I can't believe Nate's a tree.
There we
fonder.
go. I think
can't believe
you know
Should we
what?
Name this pod.
Thanks,
Should we name the
I think that's good enough.
Yeah, it doesn't look so bad.
should we name this podcast Nate's Tree?
I think the Christmas tree on top
Yeah,
really
that's a good
completes
idea
it.
for a podcast name. I'm going to put that down.
There you go.
I'm just going to put it as a possible podcast name. Nath is a tree fondler.
You can't do that.
Yes, he can.
I'm not
Oh,
naming my own
Liz.
podcast. Nath is a
I
tree
put it on
fondler.
the list.
Hide your wives.
No, I think we should go for something a bit more simplistic. Tree fondling.
Yeah, that's better. Tree
Tree
fondler.
Tree fondling is good. It doesn't quite. It's not quite direct like attack on Nath.
It's
Yeah.
almost
Call it-
poetic.
Call it
Tree
hide your
fondling.
trees, hide your wives.
A way to help with your concussion: get a really bright flashlight and shine it directly into your.
No! Vince, bad.
95 degrees is not responsible
Vince
for any
man,
damages that
bad.
may happen to your eyesight due to Vince.
Wait, can I actually give you concussion?
95 degrees is
No,
ni-
it
95
can't
degrees
give
is not
you the
responsible for any
concussion, but it
damage
can
done
make
to
it
your
worse.
concussion.
It just hurts.
Oh dear.
No, but it can
95 degrees is not
also make
responsible
it
for
worse.
Holy
damage to your
shit,
concussion.
Holy shit, right. Bit of a diversion here, but I've just seen this weather page that I follow on Facebook from my local area always gets shit right. And it's just posted White Christmas for 2019. The charts are lining up nicely for snowfall on Christmas Day night. Yes!
I think
No way.
it's. How do they know already? It's like 10
I saw
days.
this thing. I
radars.
saw 2000. I did see this thing on Bing, and it's like,
Bing.
yeah, because Bing is like
This
really
Bing.
accurate. And it said like over 5 centimeters of snow set to ravage the UK. I'm like 5 centimeters. That's fuck all.
Try
It's like-
16
it's
feet.
like we're probably gonna die. No,
I love it in where I live because I live in Derby, obviously, and there's like the papers all report on like Derbyshire, and there's always says snow report, snow. What is it? They always say like snow expected in Derbyshire, and it always snows in like the Peak District, which is up the north of Derbyshire. So people read these headlines like, "Oh my God, it's going to snow in Derby," but it never actually snows in Derby. It just snows in Peak District.
Well,
And
I've always had that.
disappointed.
I've always had that with thingies. So I've always seen when I was down in Bournemouth, I always saw like, oh yeah, massive snowstorm set to hit the UK, and I'm looking across Snapchat and things like that. I was like, oh, it's snowing literally everywhere else.
Nice.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
But what was really annoying is when I was in school, like the last couple of years when I was doing A levels back in Reading, we didn't have any snow. And as soon as I go down to Bournemouth, Reading gets hit loads of snow. And now I'm back in Reading, I haven't seen any snow. Like, what's going on? This isn't fair.
Maybe it's just avoiding you.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just
Yes.
me. Maybe I'm not
Maybe it's
allowed
the way
to
you're
have
dressed.
snow. Maybe I'm not allowed
You're
to
so
have
hot.
snow. I
that
need to
you're
break this
melting
curse. I need to like go to Sweden or something and just get hit by it.
Excuse you?
I mean, I have family there.
Could
so
you
that's
at
what a
least
lot
go
of
to
people go
Norway
there.
instead of Sweden?
No, you're
Oh
alright.
my god, what is wrong
Um,
with the cable on this webcam?
I have family in Sweden.
No, you're
Oh, that's
Who
why
would-
you're so. No.
Who would
Whoa.
go to Norway?
That is why I have some sort of favoritism to Sweden, because I have people in my family that live there.
Is that why you hate me so much, Tag? Because I'm
Yeah,
Danish?
yeah, it is.
Moving on, so the next section of our podcast is the Christmas Would You Rathers. So
I
it's
like
like Would
Danish
You Rathers,
ones,
but they're all Christmassy
No.
because it's the season of giving.
Give it
right.
to
So the first one is, would you rather not celebrate Christmas or not celebrate your birthday?
I never
birthday.
celebrate my birthday.
Not celebrate my birthday.
Birthday.
yeah, fuck my birthday.
I love
birthdays are
Christmas
good.
because it's
You
about
cut out.
food and coming together and giving gifts and dancing around a tree, and it's
Yeah.
also
It's
lovely,
like-
and the food is amazing, and it's not just about me, egotistical.
Yeah, that's definitely. I think that's definitely one part of like why
Yeah,
Christmas
exactly.
is probably a lot better because Christmas is just about everyone spending good time together. Whereas like a birthday is like, oh, like the focus is on you or whatever, and it's like birthday's only really a cool thing for like a day, unless you like go on holiday for your birthday or something like that. It doesn't really last much longer than that. Christmas, you get like a whole month of it,
I
or
also
like
think-
even more if you're like the people that work in Asda, like September when you're
Yeah.
selling selection boxes on your shelves on like the start of September.
I also think that for those of us that like giving gifts over receiving gifts, it's very nice to have Christmas. Because I've been giving a lot of gifts out this month, and it's made me feel amazing.
I
I mean, I've
just,
seen it.
I
in like in the
really
channels
want to
that people are
give
saying that,
gifts.
You haven't even seen
But-
half of them. I bought Devil 5 gifts.
Poor.
Bloody hell! You bought him 5 gifts. He's only been back 2 months.
Where's my
Fucking hell.
gift?
Yeah.
He's only been back 2 months. Jesus.
Yeah, but I've talked to him like before that as well.
Ah, okay, right. So we're all pretty much in agreement that we'd rather like not celebrate their birthday rather than not celebrate Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Next one. Would you rather home for Christmas and have lots of presents, or go to Disneyland for Christmas and have no presents?
Home.
I hate Disneyland.
Fuck Disneyland. I wanna
Disneyland
be
hate
home.
Disneyland.
sucks.
No,
Even
it's
without the presents,
I've
I'd
always
pick
wanted
home.
to go to Disneyland. It'd
Yeah,
be
I'd love to go
sick.
to
Oh,
Disneyland at
sorry.
Christmas time, but not for Christmas Day.
Yeah, exactly. I think
Yeah.
for me, Christmas is about being at home and being with
I-
family. And
I'd love to go for either like Christmas. I'd love to go for New Year's. I bet New Year's at Disneyland's amazing.
yeah.
Just because
could-
I imagine
like
like the
to
scale
say
of their like fireworks displays and stuff would just be ridiculous.
I've been to Disney World and Disneyland during Christmas all the time, and it's awful, and I hate it. I'm not a people person, but even for people, it's horrible. Everyone is cranky, and I hate it.
But Vince, you've been to the fake Disney World, right? The one in Florida, not the Europe one.
Yeah,
Florida one's the real one.
I've
No,
also
it is
been-
not the real one. Go away.
It's the fake
The
one.
Florida one's the one with like 5 parks, isn't it?
Europe
And
doesn't
that's not
exist.
Disneyland, that's
Yeah.
Disney World. Like the Florida
Right,
one.
but I also went to Disneyland.
The one in
and
France
I-
is the amazing one.
In Brexit,
See,
which parent gets to keep Disneyland?
The Paris one is the small one.
But it's amazing.
I've been to the Paris one during Christmas 2010.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you about 2 years old?
People, so
I was 10.
Car.
I looked 2 years old.
Yes.
Disneyland
No,
a
no, I
lot
don't.
because
Not anymore.
it's full of people, and I don't like people, and it makes me nervous. So I'm
I mean-
constantly like freaking out.
Yeah. I mean, like going back to the question, going to Disney. I imagine like going to Disneyland for Christmas would be sick, but I wouldn't do it as like a substitute for not having presents. I'd rather just stay home and have loads of presents.
Hey, Tag.
Yeah.
Nath put up this little thing where it has like writing on it, like a little billboard thing, and
Yes.
it goes with "My tree is epic." Listen to the 95 Degrees podcast and buy Tower Unite.
Wow, those are good messages. You should follow that.
Oh my god! And I just saw you got 5 Nath points. That's exciting.
Oh, that is awful.
Wow.
Sorry.
Look at that.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
I've
To be
also-
fair, it's fantastic promotion. I don't blame.
Hey, do you want to read
Perfect
the news? I
opportunity.
could put the news on. There you go.
Read
It says
the
news on it.
Yes, do it.
Right.
wanna
Fake
read the news.
Okay. So the next one is: would you rather live in a gingerbread house or ride the Polar Express?
Ride the Polar Express.
Now I have an instant.
The
Polar
gingerbread
Express.
house would go stale.
I'd rather live in the gingerbread house
What?
because
Why?
that's your reality for life. If I go on the Polar Express, I'm going on some train ride through over some ice caps where they almost die about 7 times.
Almost being the prime word.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I don't want to. I don't want to go on a train journey and fear for my life.
That's
Like,
every
I'm on a
train.
train with a bunch of children, and now I'm going to drown. Oh wait, no, I'm not. Like,
I
I don't
don't-
need that in my life. I'd rather live in the gingerbread house. You can eat the house.
Yeah, but I
No,
don't
you
want to be
can't.
fatter than I already
Yeah,
am,
'cause
so
it's
I don't want to
gingerbread.
live
You
in the
can eat the
gingerbread
house.
house.
You know how fucking thick that gingerbread would be?
Exactly. You
how
could
would you
eat
even
so
take a
much
piece
of the
off of
house.
Yeah, but you'd get so much fatter.
Okay,
And
I'm gonna
what's
get
that
you a
already? It's
giant
fine.
gingerbread cookie that's in
I
a
won't
giant
know much
wall,
different. It's fine.
and you try to take a piece of that wall off without one ruining the structural integrity of your house.
Yeah, but
Or
imagine if like
two,
everything
creating a
in this
hole for
house
cold
is
air to come in
gingerbread.
because you can't light a fire because it's gingerbread.
I mean, Tag,
Yeah, but then it just like crisps up the gingerbread and it's nice and crunchy.
You're
Firefox
crisp,
is making a valid
Thank you.
point. You need Tom Hanks, so basically you have to go on the Polar Express.
Isn't every character in that movie?
See, this is where
Tom
this is where we
Hanks?
have a misunderstanding. It's
What?
not because of Tom Hanks. I love Toy Story because of Randy Newman, and I thought that was quite clear.
But Tom
If Randy
Hanks.
Newman was on the Polar Express, that might change my mind.
The movie would have been a lot better.
Could you imagine if like you're going on the Polar Express and the entire soundtrack of your ride is just loads of Randy Newman?
But I think
It'd be unbelievable.
I don't even know who Randy Newman is.
Yeah,
what?
Disgusting.
actually, yeah.
You got a friend in me.
And before he just
You
banned
got
it
a
from the side
friend.
goodbye.
We got a train.
I mean, I've never seen Toy Story, and I'm never gonna see
What?
any of them.
When the
Oh.
train goes under ice.
Even I've seen Toy Story.
The train's
Yeah, but
going
I don't like it. I
you.
thought it looked bad, and I didn't want to see it.
I don't like the
Grim,
animation in the
it's
first
like,
one because it's
Grim,
kind of
he'd-
weird
Grim,
and creepy.
he'd be
But
on-
like, come on.
He'd be on the train. He'd be like, "When the train goes under ice, goes on, and I fear for my life."
Choo choo,
Like-
we're going.
Like, at least that would make it entertaining. Otherwise, I'm just fearing for my life. So I'd go with the gingerbread.
You gotta fear for your life.
You got it.
You gotta fear for your life.
You got a train on ice.
You got a train on ice. Right. Okay, that's enough. That's enough Randy Newman. That's enough Randy Newman for now. Right. Next question. Would you rather be given £100 to spend on yourself at Christmas, or £1,000 to spend on other people?
£1,000 to spend on other people.
Yeah, £1,000.
What if you have a multiple personality disorder? Can you spend it on your other self?
No,
If you spend it on like your 8 other person, to be fair, if you spend it on your 9 other personalities and then yourself, that gives you like £100 for each personality.
I'm the kind of person that would like. I get more joy out of giving other people presents than
Same.
getting my
me
own
too,
presents.
me too.
You
Say
say that
That's why I've
now.
been
Yeah.
buying like half of 9.
What if it was reversed?
I literally have a
What if you could either
spreadsheet.
have £1,000 for yourself or 100 for everyone else? What would you
Oh.
choose?
Nath,
Yep.
have you tasted your present yet?
I beg your pardon? No, I haven't.
What?
I don't think you can eat a hologram light.
No,
Um,
I also bought him like chocolate controllers, like PlayStation.
Oh, his epic gamer
I
chocolate.
want
Can
good
you-
chocolate controllers. That
Can
sounds
you use
awesome.
them?
Nath,
I put it on stream.
Get
Yeah,
on
it's
stream now.
already
If you
there.
haven't eaten,
With the caramel
where are, your
circuit board?
epic, where are your epic gamer controllers?
Look,
There you go.
There. They're made out of 100% chocolate from Martin's Chocolatier
Damn.
in England.
I want to be
Epic-
made out of 100%
Look at that.
chocolate.
Epic gamer chocolate.
Aren't you allergic to chocolate?
No. Why would I be allergic to
Aren't you
chocolate?
lactose tolerant?
White
Yeah,
chocolate
yeah.
is chocolate.
Lactose tolerant. Doesn't that mean you can... Nathan,
White
It means
chocolate
that-
is not
lactose tolerant. That
Oh.
means he can like enjoy milk. It's
I
lactose
didn't say
intolerant.
anything about white chocolate, motherfucker. Don't even bring that
White
up.
chocolate is
I
chocolate.
If you were
was talking to
lactose tolerant, you
you,
could neck a
Mr.
leaf
White
milk until
Chocolate
fine.
Believer.
Hey, it is chocolate. It has it in the word.
Yes. White
No,
chocolate
just
is
'cause-
We're
chocolate.
not going to
You
get
can
into this again,
No,
are we?
it's not.
Yes.
Yes.
Look,
Put that
I
on
I
will
even have
continue to
a,
argue
White-
this.
I have a concussion right now, and even I know it's still chocolate.
What do you mean? You have a concussion, therefore you're not thinking.
I mean, I think straight
Or
all
am
the
I
time.
thinking really
'cause I-
good
Well,
stuff?
wait, I
Yeah.
actually think bisexual, but you know. Still works.
Okay, the definition of chocolate is solid bits. If there are no solid bits in white
What?
chocolate, therefore it's not chocolate.
What?
Okay,
There
I'm gonna
is-
hit you in the
what? There
face.
You
is
can't.
solid
No.
bits.
Okay, this is too far.
Solid
I'm
enough.
gonna show you my solid bits. You fucking.
I think Vince is concussed in this situation.
Fuck it now. Right. Let's go to the last would you rather for
Hold on,
now.
I want to see Vince's solid
So
bits.
would you rather get many small presents or a few big presents?
Many
Big.
small presents.
Many small
I like
presents.
small
Well,
presents.
I'm hearing small, I'm hearing big. We got a mix.
I'm not really a fan
I
of
don't
presents.
know.
I care more about.
You cut out for me, Vince. You get more.
Oh,
and then
I'm
you
not really a
take
big
off.
part. I'm more of a fan of like the atmosphere.
Mm.
Ah, okay. Which is
I
the
mean-
idea of like loads of people getting like presents and things like that, isn't it? So, like, if you just had
I
like
guess,
if
yeah.
you had 3 big presents, it's like, oh, I've opened these, but then people are like, oh, I've got another like 12 to open, and it's
Yeah.
like, okay, I feel a bit like this is sick, but like I wish I had more to open. So on that basis, like just on I feel like I'm missing out because I ain't got as much as like someone else. I'd have the
mean-
little
my
ones.
chocolate.
For me, I just want the little ones because I feel like not because you'd get more, but because I often feel like little presents are like cozier and nicer and more surprising.
Here's a pebble.
For example, like the things that I buy for like Nath or Devil or other people are like small presents, but with more personality and more like especially chosen for
Yeah.
the kind of people that they are,
Yeah.
Here's a brand new truck.
instead of
Wow.
like big
Mr. Beast
presents
be
that
like-
they want.
Okay, so based on my online personality, Queen, what would you think I would?
White
You'd
chocolate.
get absolutely nothing because you're American.
You
Whoa.
get white
Wow.
chocolate.
Wow.
Okay, that's
Wow.
fair.
95 degrees does not condone racism.
That isn't racism.
It's not racism, it's locationism.
Right, okay, because that makes it any better.
You'll get an
That literally doesn't make it
AK-47.
any better in the slightest.
Ooh, I'd be down.
Yeah, it's every kid's favorite
think
gift
I
in
just-
America.
Buy Vince like a whole
Oh,
packet,
God,
like
Brim.
a kilo of weed, probably.
Kilo?
Yeah.
Do you know how much
I mean, have
that
fun
is?
getting that.
Holy
Fucking hell.
shit!
You measured in grams.
Nope, I'm getting him a kilo of
If you
weed.
get him a kilo of weed, Grim's gonna have to
That
start
would last you half a
I'm gonna get you a yard of weed.
a yard of
Maybe
weed.
2 miles.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Right.
Might as well
Let's
just go to
move
Colombia.
on. Let's move on to
Can we just
questions
chocolate.
of the week that we've had over this last month. So the
Well,
first
that's
question of the week we
month.
had was it was a picture of the Tesla Cybertruck, and the question was like, give this picture a better caption. And
no.
there's a few good ones. One's on here, which is mine, but I didn't put it on here, so blame Nate for this.
What?
The one where I went is I captioned it like a conversation. It's like, "Mummy, look, I drew a Lamborghini," and the mum's like, "Yeah, it's great." In brackets, she's like, "No, it's not." It's like when you get like a shit drawing of a car as a kid. It's like, "Look, I did this." It's like, "Oh, that's cool." Ben.
Wow.
And then Jada did a really good one where he's like quality 144p, which I thought was really good. Were there any other good ones?
The Halo ones.
There are any other like standout ones? No.
I like the
Alright, okay.
Halo one.
Oh,
Oh.
the Halo, the one, all the stuff of it, like that being a Halo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you
Well, because
see
Master Chief Collection's on Steam now, isn't it? So
My internet
Elon
almost got out
Musk's
there.
that's another
mother?
thing that happened this month we didn't talk about. Master Chief Collection's on Steam.
Oh.
That's really
Yeah.
exciting because they did Reach first, and Reach is quite special in like it's got a special place in my heart because that's how I made a load of my mates.
Oh, sick!
From school?
I did that.
Just playing custom
Yeah,
games and
same.
Forge and shit with mates from school. It was amazing. So that's on
Where
PC
first
now.
I saw my. Saw my first pornographic shit on Forge. Yeah, Forge on Reach.
Wow.
Someone
What?
drew made an entire female body. I was like, whoa, boobs!
Wow.
The thing is, I can perfectly like imagine this scene. Like someone's just done it with like those massive flat squares and like the little pillars, and just like putting.
Yeah, they did.
It would look like Laura Croft.
You know
I used to,
that
like-
really big map that had the water.
I used to do. Oh yeah, because Forge World was sick because you had
They're
the
adding that soon.
Yeah.
you had all the different bits. Like you had the big hangar, and there's that space on the hangar. Then they had that little pillars like islandy sort of thing. Then there's just loads of water, and then this massive landmass in this valley.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
so big.
Do you know why they're adding it to PC? All the games?
Just because like,
people kept trying to make
we fucking love it.
No, because the next Halo Infinite, is coming to PC. It's going to be a PC game and Xbox. So they wanted to fix out all the bugs on previous models while still making money. It's genius.
That's clever. That is very clever.
Well, also
and everyone's going to
because
get it for
people kept
nostalgia. Everyone's going to get it for nostalgia.
The lag in that
Yeah.
game right now, though. Oh my
Halo 5
god!
Guardians, but the rest are on there. So you get the like the remastered versions of Combat Evolved, the second one, Halo 3. You get ODST as well.
Those aren't out yet, though.
They're not out yet, but they will be. I think they're putting Halo 4 in it as well. To be fair, the Halo 4 online, I wasn't a fan of the story for Halo 4, but the online for it was really fun. Mainly just because they added loads of different assassinations for different things. So they had like the flag ones and stuff like that. They were wicked.
I liked the online for, was it Halo 5, where they added the cards?
I haven't actually. I must admit, I never played Halo 5, so I don't know what the online was like for it. So
It was really cool.
What's the next question of the week?
right. The next question of the week was: do you draw a 7? Write a 7 with a line through it, or do you not? Now, 40 people
Why would you
said
put a line
no.
through it?
40 people said no line. 21 said with a line.
Yeah, people put lines because they want to be fancy. That's all.
What if you put a line through the top line? Make it look like an upside down 4.
So you've got the context. I just put it in the chat,
That's so.
so it's like, do you draw a 7 like the one on the left or the one on the right? Most people said with no line through it.
The funny thing is, on stream, it just says like 7 twice.
Does it actually? It doesn't show the lines.
It doesn't show the line.
Oh wow! Thanks, stream.
If you put a line through the top, it's an upside down 4.
I mean, I just write it with no line through it, but that's because I write my number 1 as just a straight line.
Oh, okay. Here's a question then, Grim. If you draw your 4s like that, I do the thing where you draw like a triangle kind of thing instead of just like.
That is an upside down 4.
I write my 4 like you know, when you do like almost a square, but then you go down.
Yeah, I do that as well. But if you make it the triangle way, that's how you make it look like an upside down 4 with the 7.
Oh no, but I do my 7 without the line through it, and I do my 1 as just one line, and then I do my 4 as like almost a square, but then the last one being a complete line.
There has to be somebody that makes a 7.
I do my 4s as the second one.
Yeah, see the second 4? If you flip that upside down, it's the 7 with a line to the top.
Where am I looking at?
In podcast.
It's kind of like an in between of like the second and third.
I draw the
like
first
the
one, but like the middle line goes a bit further.
Isn't quite as diagonal. It's like a tiny bit straighter, but
I do
the closest one's probably the second one.
I do
the
last
closest one for me is the last one.
The first one just looks like a flag.
And to everyone listening to audio only, I'm very sorry.
We'll describe it to you. 45-degree angle.
But
the first one just looks like a right angle triangle with a line down from the right angle.
Yeah.
That's how 4s work.
And then the
last one looks like an upside down chair.
The last one does look like an upside down chair.
Or
so imagine a chair, but it's like upside down. It's like upside down, obviously, but like on its back.
Right. It looks like an upside down chair. Like imagine a chair, but
the back of the chair is like on the floor, and then you got the rest of the chair like going up.
If you squint hard enough, it looks like a smiley face.
If you squint hard enough, you look like a smiley face, Grim. Fuck you.
That's nice. How thoughtful.
That's fucking hot.
But right, I do the last one.
So we've got the next one, which is out of vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, and mint ice cream. Which of these flavors do you like the least?
Vanilla and mint. Fuck those flavors.
Whoa! You can't just. I'll
go through the results that came up on the thing first. So 10 people said vanilla, 11 people said chocolate, and then it was a tie on 17 between strawberry and mint as the least favorite.
Damn right.
Now, as an avid fan of Neapolitan ice cream and having chocolate,
Napoleon ice
strawberry all at once, I voted for mint.
Tag, are you blind?
No.
He's
Because
reading
I'm
this off.
looking at
How
it
is he
right now,
blind?
and there's 10 people who said vanilla, 13 said chocolate, 18 said strawberry, and 21 said mint.
I noted this
Good
down this afternoon.
I'm just going by my fucking notes.
I noted
Alright,
this
so-
down. I wrote the notes for this, and I noted it down this afternoon because usually I would go through it and people would fucking like change their votes as I was saying it. So now you can't, you piece of fucking shit, people.
Yeah,
Ha.
but right now it says 10, 13, 18, and 21 on mint.
Well, that's
because
there you
mint
go,
is
so
the
mint's the
worst
favourite,
flavor
then.
in.
I
I
would
agree
just
with
like
that.
to say the best flavor is mint chocolate chip.
Yes.
The worst
No,
is
it's
chocolate.
disgusting.
no.
Yes.
Okay, you
No,
can't say
it's
that about
not.
chocolate. Chocolate
I would-
is chocolate's the best. Mint is second,
No, it
and then
isn't.
vanilla and
No,
strawberry are
I don't have
worse.
ice cream.
I mean,
I haven't had
chocolate
ice
is the
cream
Well,
in
then
best.
your
years.
and then
opinions are valid.
strawberry.
No,
No,
it
because
isn't.
I say mint
Childhood
chocolate
memories,
chip.
Dave. Childhood memories.
But you shouldn't have mint in an ice cream. It's disgusting.
How is that
No,
disgusting?
it's not.
You don't
To be fair,
literally
mint
have the
chocolate's
leaf.
Quite nice, but I don't think I'd have. I don't
It doesn't
think I'm
even
really
taste
a
like
fan of
mint.
mint ice cream.
It's like ketchup chips. They don't taste like ketchup. Barbecue chips don't taste like
Oh,
barbecue.
they're so.
To be fair, Jay, I'd happily have an ice cream war. I'm just seeing that in the chat. Ice cream war. It's like I'd quite happily have a war over ice cream.
I'm
'cause
just-
you get
it's
those-
just-
Strawberry's the
Come on,
worst
guys.
one.
Can we all just
No,
agree that
it's
the best
not.
ice
Yeah,
cream
it
on
is,
the planet
though.
is 99
No.
cents?
Strawberry's the most boring
Is
flavor.
what?
No, okay,
Okay,
vanilla's the most boring, but
Yeah,
strawberry's the
vanilla
worst
is the
one.
most boring.
It's not
No,
boring. It's safe.
vanilla is disgusting.
Nay.
Vanilla is the least favorite. Then it's mint. Then it's strawberry, and then it's chocolate. Because chocolate is superior.
Who hurt
Thank you.
Vanilla is the
Have
worst
you
flavour.
have you seen Jay? Chocolate is superior.
Vanilla's just boring.
Ooh,
Like, there's nothing to it.
I ship it.
More
Wow.
importantly, two
First,
scoops
you're
are
not getting
free.
Vince a Christmas present because he's American. Now this
Wait, no. Cone or cup?
ice cream cone.
Okay. First of all, what do you mean by cup? You mean like a bowl?
Well, they have those little styrofoam cups they put them in. Then you're like, so when it melts, it collects and you can drink it after.
Yeah.
I'd
Okay.
rather have it in a cone because you can eat the cone. That's part of the fun.
Exactly. If they made the cup edible, I'd take the cup.
What if it made
Because
If
then
it
it
was
has more
edible-
surface area.
if it was like a, I don't know, like what's the best way to describe it? Like a waffle cup, a wafer, whatever they call it.
Waffle
thing.
cup.
It's a wafer,
Wafer
wafer, isn't it? It's a wafer,
Or the
isn't
ones
it?
that are made out of chocolate are good too.
Oh,
They melt
yeah.
really quickly.
See,
Nathan,
now-
have a-
I'm inclined to say vanilla's my favorite purely because I really like
What?
99 flakes.
Okay, you can't just come in here and say something white is your favorite when you're white.
What about blueberry ice cream? Is that a thing?
Why are you
Probably.
bringing race into it, Queen? I'm literally just talking about my love of vanilla ice cream.
Oh, a good flavor of ice cream.
But if you
Alcohol
get,
flavor.
I
Do
mean,
you have
that's
a
true, yeah.
boring
That's a
sense
thing.
of-
If you get a good vanilla ice cream, it's incredible.
If you like vanilla, it's just because you have a boring sex life.
Wow.
No, it's
I mean, I
safe.
haven't had that yet, so I don't know what mine's like. Right.
What?
So
It's like
next week,
the-
Can we
next week's
get
question of the week-
Tom to lose his virginity by 2020, please?
I didn't know he did. I thought he was
You have
like
16 days.
I thought he was
It's
like
not
some
vanilla, it's
kinda-
white chocolate flavor.
I thought he was a
It's
Chad.
white chocolate. Oh, here we go. Right, okay, right. Next week's
Is
question
white
of the
chocolate
week
ice cream
is-
chocolate?
You mean white, not chocolate?
Is it ice cream?
So you're telling me a white Magnum is not actually got chocolate on the outside? It's just.
Did you
sort
know
of
there's no such
solid
thing as
thing.
the color pink?
Oh my
Oh,
god,
what
I feel
the-
so weird.
Oh, great. Right. So next week's question of the week is: what's on your Christmas wish list?
I
Your
want
mum.
What do people want?
my not the
My
number
family
one.
not to fight.
Right.
The number one thing on my wish list is I want to know why is pink not a color. Grim.
Why does Firefox want queen?
Aw, because he loves me.
Grim.
That's so
How is
sweet.
pink not a color? Tell me more. I
I
want
want
to know.
Firefox too.
That's my
Pink
Christmas
is the
wish.
combination between red and purple, which are at opposite ends of the color spectrum. Therefore, they're impossible to mix together to create the color pink light.
Well,
Pink
then how
light is
did-
actually negative green, and it's what we can't see in the spectrum. So, like all radio waves and stuff like that make pink light. So when you see something pink, it's not actually pink. It's just that's the only thing you can think of in your brain to comprehend it.
What the fuck?
That's mad.
I mean,
So, have you got an actual Christmas present in mind on your wish list, or
Sorry,
do-
sorry to
I
like.
want pink.
I
you want pink? What, the singer or?
Who's the singer?
I'm covering up, so you better get
So
this
you
party
better get this
started.
party started.
Can we get Pink, the singer, to come to Canada so Grim can see
Can we
Pink?
get John Cena to come on this fucking podcast?
No.
You wouldn't hear anything.
Why did I talk about that if things don't happen?
Can you hear John Cena if you can't see him?
How did I... Nate, how
missed
did I
it.
not talk about that in things that have happened this month?
What did John
You
Cena?
missed
Oh
it.
yeah, John Cena followed you on Twitter,
Yeah,
didn't he?
I don't know why, but John Cena follows me on Twitter. And this is like the most incredible thing that's happened in my life. And I have no idea...
Jesus, would you calm down? You haven't had sex yet.
What?
Mate, this guy is like the GOAT. Like, seriously. I don't know why he follows me on Twitter, but this is an incredible thing. And when we said about like certain events happening, blah, 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 I keep retweeting stuff and mentioning his name in it, so hopefully it comes up in his timeline.
But about the presents,
If John Cena's actually here listening to the podcast, I loved your debut match with Kurt Angle, even though you lost.
Wow, that's mean.
No, but it was a real like coming out party for him. It was great.
But you
He
asked
walks up to Kurt Angle,
us,
slaps him in the face. Oh,
you
I
asked
want
us
my
what we
family
wanted for
not to
Christmas, right?
you what?
You asked us what we wanted for Christmas, right?
Yeah.
No.
I actually
Oh.
bought 2 people things that I want myself,
Uff,
which is
wow.
kind of sad.
that's not how Christmas works.
No, but like I bought it because I think it would suit them well as well, and one of them because they wished for it. Because I bought my boyfriend a Nintendo Switch,
Oh,
which I want. And then I bought Hayden from here. I can say it because he probably won't listen to the podcast.
What?
I bought him.
Disgusting.
I can't believe you've done.
Wait, you bought Hayden?
No, I bought him. A,
Oh wow, no way.
Stop!
How much was he worth?
Does he come with a bow?
First, I mean,
No.
you start off being racist, then you say loads of other offensive stuff. You bring race into a conversation about ice cream, and now you're human trafficking.
Wait, he has ice cream?
Well, any case, I bought him a.
What was that?
I bought him a one of those scratch off world maps where you can scratch off the countries that you've been to, so they turn a different color than the rest of them.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Nice.
Scratch and sniff.
Wait, does,
So I
is
wanted
underneath-
one of those myself.
Smell
is underneath
England.
one of the
It's one of those
countries
stickers
like a
you get in school.
congratulations,
It's like,
you
oh,
won
you scratch the stickers. Like,
$12,000.
oh, it smells like strawberries. Do you never have
What's
them in
Germany
school?
about?
Like the scratch and sniff
I
stickers in
did.
primary school.
We had this thing called diddle paper, which is like a diddle is like a
What a
it
name.
sounds so
See,
wrong.
diddle means something very different in the UK.
It sounds like paper you piss on.
No, but it was like this little mouse thing with big fucking ears. And we had like papers and letters and things that we shared amongst each other, and you could like scratch the letters and stuff, and they'd smell like perfume and shit.
Tag.
Yes.
That's cool.
They should make one where when you scratch it off, it smells like the food for that country that it's known for.
Oh, that'd be
Cool.
incredible, wouldn't it?
That's something
Could you
you
imagine?
like.
Could you imagine?
Going to India? Oh,
Oh, that would
get a
be so
waft
good.
of like this amazing curry. It'd be so good.
And Pakistan, because it's kind of the same.
The
food
Chinese one
culture.
would smell incredible as well.
What would like? Does every single
Well,
country have
well-
one? Like, what is? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
An-
Canada's is
Oh,
what
poutine.
is what does Antarctica have? Penguins?
Just smells like a
Antarctica.
penguin, yeah.
I forget what they have actually.
Steel.
Oh,
Seal
I love some
meat.
seal.
The
It-
one in Antarctica
just
would
Flores,
be
that's a
Russian.
fine.
It would be the
Different
same as the Russian because that's what most of the people there are.
Wait,
Oh, mate!
Oh.
Imagine the
So
UK
bad.
one. The UK one would just smell like a roast dinner.
Russian would just be
That'd unbelievable.
the Antarctica one.
What
Would just be
about
coffee.
fish and chips?
Yeah, okay. It'll be either fish and chips or it'll be a roast dinner. It's a toss-up.
America would be like cheeseburger.
America would just be some like fat burger or like
Fries.
Oh,
It'd be
imagine smelling
incredible.
Mexico.
Oh, my God, that'd be
imagine
lovely.
smelling
I should
Mexico.
I
make
mean-
this.
That's a
Denmark-
podcast
Would it-
name. Imagine
just
smelling
be-
Mexico.
Denmark
gonna
actually
write that
had a like a vote amongst the public for what we should have as our national food, and it went through that it has to be like grilled pork, like fried pork on the pan with potatoes and
fine.
parsley sauce. So I guess ours would smell like that.
To be fair, if it was going by our actual national dish, ours would just smell like a chicken tikka.
What would the ocean smell like?
Why is England's national
We
dish
invented
a
chicken
curry?
tikka. Basically, it was like
Mhm.
basically, there's a long history on it. Don't even start on me, Siri. I can tell you're listening to me. And as soon as I said that, it went away. Beautiful. Out of
Okay,
curiosity.
fine.
Basically, back in like history, whatever. When
Back in
Britain had the
history.
empire, when Britain had the empire and they ran like a quarter of the world. Yeah, there's my flex of the empire for the day. One of the countries we control was India, and obviously all the different regions in India have their own different curries. Blah blah blah. They come over like and show us like this is curry, and it's amazing.
Mhm.
So British people are like, oh, let's try making our own curry, and then we made chicken tikka.
Tikka masala?
Mhm.
Chicken tikka masala, yeah. So we made that,
Ah.
and that's like our take on a curry.
That
It's not a
explains
proper-
why it
it's not a
tastes
it's not a
awful
proper
compared to the
traditional
other
curry.
one.
It's like
Oh.
Britain's take on a curry.
Wow.
I mean, that
So it's
explains why it
technically- it's
tastes
technically a
awful
fusion
compared to
sauce.
other curries.
You
I
have
think
to
it's
have
technically
tikka
classed as sushi
masala
sauce
then.
rather than a curry, but like it tastes great, so I'm not complaining.
But yeah, technically, Pakistani and Indian food are kind of the same.
The
can't say
Netherlands
that.
Very
smell
similar.
really
I imagine
good.
they would be very similar because like
Pakistan used to be a
parts of
part of India.
Pakistan.
No, but I'm
Right.
just saying it because, like, everyone, like, whenever I bring them food, they're like, "Oh, I love this Indian food." I'm like, "Bruh,
it's not Indian food, mate.
just leave my
Um,
country alone."
Oh, we
Right.
used-
So
Pakistani.
Is- Israel would smell good too.
I have
Right.
a
all
Pakistani
types of
ass.
good shit.
What if you could print
Ooh,
like scratch and
it
sniff
is a
pictures
nice
of
ass, I
people?
must say.
You can.
Thank you.
No, I mean like of people. So like,
Oh, his crotch smells off.
okay, first of all, how do you like capture the smell of someone? Do you like go up with a
Easy.
jar and then like collect the air around them and then?
Yes.
No, you would. There's a device they use in the fire department where it can tell what's in the air, and you can use something similar. Only when you put it on a surface, it tells what's on the surface, and if you combine those same things in the same percentage, it would smell the same.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like that
That's
thing in
quite
SpongeBob, like where Plankton has that machine and he puts like a Krabby Patty and it tells him the recipe.
Yeah, exactly. We at one of the places I went to for OJT, they had a machine where if you stabbed it into something, it'd tell you what it was made of. And I stabbed it into my finger. Wouldn't recommend it.
Ugh.
I
It
feel
didn't
like
work because it
Right.
wasn't hard enough. It just
I
kept
feel
going
like
into
if
the
we
finger.
continue, that this podcast is going to be super long.
That's
That's
fine with
fine.
me.
So as our like end thing for the podcast. The end thing for the podcast is actually just another 3 would you rather questions.
Oh no, there's a backup
see
for
that-
if I can't find any good ones.
Oh, okay. Do you want to just do them anyway?
If you want,
They're not
yeah, I guess we're already here,
They're
so
not
do it.
Christmassy,
Yeah.
but okay, it's Christmas. We'll keep going.
It's
Right.
political.
So the first one is: would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button on your life?
Is rewind.
Rewind.
Pause.
It's
Rewind.
rewind time.
Well, if you pause, you can't
Yeah.
play again, so you're dead. You're
I
stuck there
just
for
want to
your life.
rewind until like I am 12 and can stop all the horrible decisions in my life.
No, when
I
we
want to
pause
be
it-
able to learn from my
if it's purely as a spectating sort of thing, like you can't have influence on the past stuff, so you don't have that whole thing of like, oh yeah, I killed this fly. Now like the entirety of like my life has changed forever.
Can I
Well,
say
if it's
Oh,
only
but
like
If
me
it's just
looking
purely as a
back-
spectator thing and you can't affect it, I'd go for a rewind just because I want to like.
well,
there's,
then
like,
I'd
stuff you wanna
fucking just
relive and blah,
pause
blah,
because I
blah.
don't need it anyway. I
What
don't want to go
okay.
back and look at my life.
There's 2 issues with this. One, if you had the rewind thing, you'd never know if it works because when you click it, you'd rewind before you clicked it. Therefore, you wouldn't know you clicked it.
Well, no, you,
Which
But
could
you need
lead
a
to an
rewind button, you
infinite
need to fast
circle.
forward as well.
if
if
you're
you
using
pause-
Life is Strange logic, then you keep the memory and whatever you pick
If you
up and
pause it, you can't breathe air because air is paused and you die.
Accurate.
Damn.
stuff. For fuck's
I
And
sake.
mean,
then the entire world is
I
forever
guess
frozen.
I'd use a pause button then.
Can we have a rewind button to the time where we didn't have the white chocolate is chocolate debate?
No.
Sure.
No, I feel like
I
we
might
need
lose-
to have bad decisions.
Imagine if it. Imagine what. Imagine if on that fateful day when we had that debate, Vince said white chocolate is not chocolate, and Grim went, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah, can you imagine
how
if?
much it
Then I
Well,
would.
could be completely different. I might
Well,
not
then
what?
I would
You know what,
treat
fuck
Grim with more respect Respect.
Fuck this. I would hit the rewind
like,
button.
yeah,
I would rewind back to that point, and I'd say the exact fucking same thing.
Oh, fuck you, Grim.
I mean, white chocolate is chocolate, so basically
no,
Vince
it's
is
not,
just
Queen.
wrong.
I'll take your compliment about your asshole.
No.
Come on now.
What?
Right. So
You-
the second one on that list was thanks, lad.
True, I will.
The second one on
Yeah,
that
that's
list was: would you rather have to wear formal attire or pajamas every day? Like you could only
but
wear
pajamas.
that style of clothing. You
Pajamas,
could only wear
absolutely.
pajamas.
My
Or
pajamas
you
are
could
so
only wear
not
formal
just
attire, like
schlaf.
suits or like a ball gown or something. Like
Formal attire.
Pajamas, because
I'd
it's
say
so much more
pajamas.
comfy.
No,
I
no,
think
you don't
formal
understand.
I
Look, this
love
is an easy
dresses.
way.
Get really nice pajamas. Like you
No,
can get like one of them like old school sets of pajamas, like button up and.
Who
stuff
here has
like that.
watched How I Met Your
Yeah,
Mother?
but I love dresses though.
Me.
So if I could do
They-
formal attire all the day,
They have pajamas that look like formal attire, made of
Yeah, but
silk.
here's the thing though: if you
That's
wear
true.
if you for example you go with like your dresses and stuff, like your really nice dresses, you're gonna have to go to sleep in them.
yeah. So I
And?
do that already.
Is that not gonna be uncomfortable?
No, I already
That's just
sleep
like-
in my dress.
Ooh, that-
I have this white and blue flowered dress that I sleep in sometimes
Oh,
because I
those are
just
so-
fall asleep in it.
It'd be no different
I
than going to the
fucking
bar
love
till
those
1
dresses.
a.m., getting really drunk, and then
I
coming
love
home
you,
and falling
Vince.
into your bed.
No. No one loves me.
Yeah, I love you.
That's so gay.
Dog, don't barf into
That's
my
cute.
fucking bag.
How Christmassy! Right.
The spirit of
Um,
Christmas.
So the last one on this list is: would you rather eat only pizza for a year or eat no pizza for a year?
Only pizza.
No
So only
pizza.
pizza,
because
so
then
no
it'd be so
pizza.
much
Look
fun
at-
for the year.
Look at Papa John. He's greasy as fuck.
I would eat no pizza for a year because I don't need to become fatter than I already am.
To be fair, I'd probably say no pizza for a year, purely because like there's better food out there than pizza.
No, there isn't.
Look, yeah,
Yeah.
like pasta.
There is.
Yeah,
No,
there
there
is.
isn't.
Exactly, Grim. Pasta.
Pasta.
There's so many
Pasta.
different so many good rice dishes. Barbecue.
To my house and put it on my
To
cock,
my
my
house,
cock, my
I
cock,
put it
my
on my
cock,
cock,
my cock, my cock.
I
I can't.
actually
If
don't
I
like
if I only eat pizza for a year, that means I neglect KFC, and I can't do that.
You can make KFC
I don't
pizza.
I'm
like
signing up to a life
No, you
commitment with the
can't.
Colonel. I can't disrespect him like that.
How does
KFC pizza.
that make sense?
Imagine if you,
You
had
just
to
put
only
chicken
eat
on
pizza.
it.
Oh.
No, but imagine if you had to only
Well,
eat
it's just
pizza
fried
for
chicken
a
bits on a
year,
It's still pizza though.
and you would miss Christmas dinner.
Oh,
Yeah. and, like,
Oh, that's true.
okay.
And
I miss
Thanksgiving,
my roast
if
dinner
you're
on a Sunday, I
American.
miss stews, barbecues, KFC. Like,
Okay, make a
Oh.
pizza where the center of it is slightly elevated from the edge. Add the chicken on top, then dip the edges of it, which would be the crust, into a deep fryer to deep fry the crust.
can we
And-
instead of using a tomato
KFC
base,
pizza.
instead of using a tomato base on this pizza, can we use KFC gravy?
But basically,
Ew.
you wouldn't be able to eat fruit or sweets or any snacks that you want. You can only eat pizza.
No, there's dessert pizza. I've had some. There's
Oh
some
my
at
god,
Domino's.
that sounds amazing. Tell me all about
Yeah,
it.
there
Those
is
giant
there
cookies,
is
from
chocolate.
really
those giant
good.
cookies from Papa John's don't count as a pizza. That is just a big cookie.
No, but like in Denmark, we have a genuine chocolate pizza from some manufacturer called Dr. Utke.
Oh,
So-
Oh,
Dr.
yeah,
Oetker,
we have that.
We have Dr. Oetker pizzas.
Yeah,
They do the
that's
Ristorante
legit
ones, the
pizza.
freeze ones.
Yeah,
Nate,
Yeah.
I'll just send you a picture of it.
Of what?
There's multiple different types.
Oh,
We
okay.
talk about Papa John. I know he does them like massive cookies, but that's not a pizza. That's just a cookie.
Can I get Papa,
Papa
John in the
John's
podcast?
greasy.
he ate
It's
over
rubber
40
armpit
good.
on
pizzas
it.
in 30 days.
Wow! Congratulations,
Yeah, he
Papa
did.
John.
He
You ate your
claimed
own
he ate
food.
40 pizzas in 30 days.
That's
No,
easy.
It's not his food. He got kicked out of the
You
company.
think that's easy, but if you have
Yeah,
a large,
what size
if
pizza?
I
It doesn't
have
say.
a
It
large
could be the
pizza and a
whole tiny
garlic
one.
bread, that's the only thing I'm eating that day. I'm not going to try and eat another pizza or like another like couple slices of
Yeah.
pizza.
You get a mini pizza. You can eat 40 of those in one day.
Exactly. Like that's
No,
huge.
but I don't think
Firefox,
he's talking
have you
about
seen
Papa
how
John
greasy
eating a
Papa John-
personal 4-slice pizza, like 40 of them in 30 days. He's probably doing like a full like 8 or 10 slice pizza,
I'm looking
like
at Papa
40
John.
of them.
I mean, anything could be a
Yes.
40 slice pizza if each slice is like 2
He
centimeters.
looks like a pedophile.
Okay.
Right. On that note,
Let's
we
move
need
on.
to start the podcast title. On that note, we should probably come up with a podcast title. We're not calling the podcast "Papa John is a pedophile."
Can we? Can we
I
call
wonder what
it
Mexico
tree
smells
fondling?
like.
I've got a list of names written down. So I've got tree fondling, milk from the tap, Grimm's concussed, Randy Newman's Polar Express, and imagine smelling Mexico.
Imagine smelling Mexico is my favorite.
All right, hang on. Let me give me a second. Give me like 10 seconds, and I'll let chat vote.
No. 1.
So we have
Two.
imagine smelling Mexico.
3.
We're letting the chat
Four.
vote.
We haven't voted
Imagine
for that.
smelling Papa
5.
John.
6.
I thought you
7,
were Chad. No,
8,
no, Jay. please.
9, 10.
Okay, tag Jay
Nate.
wanted.
All right,
to
say
be,
the
I
number
thought
in
you were
chat for
Chad.
the one you want to vote for.
Right. Pop a number in chat. Let's see what we got. Yeah,
6.
of course. Totally expecting that.
I don't know which one I like.
Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. I want 4.
I mean, number 6 is I thought you were Chad. So
Randy Newman's Polar
I'm not
Express.
I do like Randy Newman's Polar Express.
Yeah.
Randy Newman's Polar
I
Express.
don't know. I like tree fondling because that was a good 20 minutes of the beginning of you just
Randy
fucking
Newman's
up a
Tree Fondlers.
no, it's just Nath.
Randy Newman's Tree Fondlers. There you go.
We're
One,
gonna
one,
go
one.
for a mashup of those.
No,
Randy.
I don't know. I like both of them.
I see lots of votes for one. Grim. Well, I know you've put one about 27 times, but I'm probably just gonna count that as one vote.
I mean, Mad Mike is voting for one. And
Yeah, okay, fine. We'll
I
do
am
Tree
in
Fondling.
A lot of
Biggs
votes
and
for one.
Grim.
Nath, I think it might have to be tree
Alright,
fondling.
fine. Let's do Tree Fondling.
Right.
That sounds really
We've got
weird.
a podcast. The official name of podcast episode 34 is
Feel free-
tree fondling.
Feel free to quote me saying, "Alright, let's do Tree Fondling."
Tree.
Right.
Oh, Jay's doing it. Never mind.
And I think that's it.
Thank you for
That's
hosting the podcast, Tagman Beasley. Have you enjoyed it? Your Wi-Fi's been fine this whole time.
I mean, it's actually my Wi-Fi's actually stayed stable this entire time. So
yeah,
That's good.
mine cut out for like 4 seconds halfway through.
Oh.
well,
Mine
at
has
least we didn't
not
have another
cut out.
at least we didn't have another 3-1-1. I was really anxious of that happening, but it didn't. So
3,
that's great.
I have a
One.
splitting
Ah!
headache.
Yeah, I don't know
should
if
do the
I don't know if
swing
being here's the best idea for you.
It's probably the worst idea. No, you're a fag.
Wow.
Oh shit! I did it wrong.
We really need context on that one. Jesus Christ.
And on that bombshell, I think it's time we end the podcast.
Press the refresh button. What else?
So,
Quick. We need a button.
right. So
No, don't refresh it. Put a
I
It's
stop.
think-
only
I
you that
think-
can refresh it, Vince.
I think that's it. So,
There you go. That's a better one.
okay, good fun, hilarious. Right, so I think that's it. So, thanks everyone for coming along. Thanks everyone for listening.
Thank you.
Does anyone need to plug anything?
No.
Merry Christmas.
Bye, Tower
subscribe to 95
Merry
Degrees
Christmas.
podcast.
Don't buy
Um,
Tower
Bye,
Unite.
Tower
Bye, Tower
Unite.
Unite.
Don't buy
Tower
Tower Unite.
Unite.
Bye,
Tower
Also,
Unite.
the artist.
Go on
Buy
Buy the
Spreadshirt and buy
sound.
that.
Get
Buy the music.
Warframe for
Um,
free. They just updated. It's amazing.
Don't
No,
forget
Mike,
to
don't say
subscribe to the YouTube
ban
channel, to
Mad
Apple
Mike.
Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen. Definitely watch the
Don't
YouTube
get
version
Tower
if you
Unite
want
on
to
Epic
watch
Games
Nate build a
Dailies.
tree. If you want to
Oh,
watch Nate
oh,
fondle
oh,
a
oh.
tree, go check out the YouTube channel and subscribe.
Hold on, I've just
Um,
remembered something.
What?
I just need to quickly get it up. But Spotify did the Spotify Wrapped thing,
You're
and
doing
we
that
have
off your tree.
what?
Nate, why are you getting it up to the thought of you fondling a tree?
No, what the fuck? We have so every year Spotify does this thing called Spotify Wrapped, where it tells you like the stats of your music and stuff. And apparently, our top countries are the United Kingdom and the United States. We produced 10 episodes in the last year, which comes to 768 minutes.
Wow.
I'm trying to just quickly, as fast as I can, get to the cool stats.
Are you trying to find the cool podcast ones?
Yeah.
What's the funniest song you had on your top 100 songs of 2019?
Well, it said my.
'Cause I got a few that are great.
It said my. Oh my. What's happened to the chat? I just look over and there's just a massive wall of.
I mean, looking
Oh,
through,
it's
looking,
Vince.
through, looking through my list of songs on that actually made it
Community
onto my
manager
Spotify
confirmed
playlist.
homophobic.
What?
What's it? I've got the Bed Intruder song on my top 100 songs of 2019. You know, the Hide Your Kids, Hide Your Wife. like the actual song on Spotify.
How'd
I've
Oh,
got
here you
that in
go.
my-
It says
I've got that in my top 100. So that's joke.
it says here your words cross borders from Australia to Spain. You connected with fans in 9 countries. We have
9
people in
countries.
we have people
Look
in
at that.
Australia and Spain listen to our podcast on
Have
Spotify.
we closed the podcast yet?
No.
Okay.
Apparently our audience grew 100% in the United States. Wow. It went from 0
Thanks for,
people to 1.
Thanks for that one person finding another one person to listen to the podcast. And we got someone go up to 2 in the chat. That is a massive dub.
Oh,
Right, let's end the podcast on
Oh.
that. That's a big celebration. That's a wicked way to end the podcast.
Yes.
So, thanks everyone for listening.
yeah, thanks for hosting.
Have a wicked. We got.
Oh, and he
This
became a
is
customer.
mental. Right. Okay. Right. Have a wicked Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, have a great
Um,
Christmas. Thanks for
See
tuning.
you in the new year, in the new decade,
Yep.
and yeah, that's everything. So, cheers, everyone. In a bit. Everyone say bye.
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 Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas!